Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Pooja and today we are going to discuss the fundamentals of content repurposing and why it is important for your business and brand. So let's get started and begin by explaining what content repurposing is. If you search on Google what content repurposing is all about, you will be directed to mammoth blog posts with volumes of technical jargon talking about one simple thing, which is making your old content dress appropriately for modern times. In simple terms, content repurposing is all about taking the old piece of content, which could be a social media post or a blog post, and refining it to the demands of the current online world. For example, you can think about your old table, which needs a little refurbishing to get back to its glory days of attracting the guests' attention. Content repurposing in a nutshell is just that. So now, the question is which pieces of content to choose for the purpose of repurposing? Well, does it mean that you will have to rummage through your website's blog post archive and start working on each and every piece of content that you published starting from the very first day? Absolutely not. Content repurposing is about saving time and money and not adding to the hectic of churning out new pieces of content with relatable keywords that have high search volumes in current times. When it comes to choosing the ideal pieces of content for repurposing, you need to be a little wise and smart. You can start by selecting those blog posts that still bear huge relevance in modern times. These blog posts are usually on the evergreen topics of finance, market, fitness, psychology, technology, etc. Once you have done this basic selection, you can go to the analytics dashboard of your website to see which of those blogs have given you the most traffic. In addition to this, you can create a separate list of blog posts that have driven higher volumes of organic traffic to your website. Without looking at the ones which haven't given you the results you had expected them to deliver, you should start with the two aforementioned set of blog posts. One list of the evergreen ones and the second with the ones that have generated the highest traffic, share or likes. With the selection round being taken care of, it's time for the process of repurposing to start. To repurpose these contents, you have to have a clear vision of three basic things. Number one, where was this content published initially? Whether it was published specifically on your website or have you published it on other platforms and mediums such as YouTube, Twitter or Instagram. Number two, the keywords that have been used in these blog posts. How much search volume authority they have at the current times. And number three, what are some of the most constructive feedbacks or comments that you have received on your blog posts with the maximum volume of traffic. Now let us discuss the reasons behind each of these three principles, as they will provide you with the answers on how to repurpose your old content. The reason you need to look for the medium where your content got published earlier is that you need to restructure that content for all the various mediums where your content hasn't been before. For example, if the response to a particular blog post was massive on your website, you need to break the blog post into bullet points and design an appealing infographic around it to publish on Instagram, Twitter or Pinterest. If you think the topic of the blog is much more potent even today, you need to immediately create a video tutorial or webinar around it to get the information in your blog out in a different manner to a different group of audience who is much more interested in videos rather than texts. You see, with the same piece of content, you can attract different group of audiences who were left out in the first round by you because you only used one particular medium, probably your website, to get your information out. Now, different mediums operate differently and therefore you need to tweak the URL, thumbnail description or content or video title accordingly and optimize them with the right keywords of modern times that still drive a high search volume. So your old keywords, which once had a lot of authority, need to be replaced meticulously by the new ones, and the optimization tricks of the medium that you wish to release your content into need to be followed precisely. Last but not the least, you need to focus on the feedback of your target audience. If in a long blog post they have commented on how wonderful you are and how easily you have made them understand something complex, you need to pick up that blog post, break it into small chunks of content, and see whether you can individually publish them in different forms with a little tweaking for different mediums. Following this tip, you can create 3 subtopics from a long tutorial guide and publish them in different forms of video, Twitter snippets, Instagram infographics, or Pinterest to capture the audience that you had left out earlier. This is how you repurpose your old content and make it apt for current trends. Finally, before concluding, let me tell you how content repurposing can be extremely fruitful for you in the long run. Just like people's buying preferences, the algorithm of search engines changes. Therefore, what was selling before in the online world might not even see the light of the digital space if only the old marketing or SEO strategies are used for modern content. If people were into ebooks before, the current trend shows how short videos are capturing the attention span of the audience. As a result, you need to stay on the top of the current marketing demands and cater to your target audience in the form and manner they wish to receive information from you. So you need to dive into different media and package your old content according to the demands of the new audience. This is absolutely essential to survive and stay in the competition. Now you know what content repurposing is, which pieces of content you need to repurpose, and how to go about repurposing them for the test of modern times. Before signing off, always remember that content repurposing will ultimately help you bag in larger group of the target audience from every possible platform and from every conceivable angle in a very affordable manner that is never time consuming. So get started with your blogs and let us know which ones you're going to repurpose and why. Drop in your comments in the comment section and we would love to hear from you and help you out. Do not forget to click on the bell icon below for more updates like this and subscribe to our channel today.